This is Marcy Anderson with the Fishing Report for Southeast Kentucky. On Lake Cumberland, the water temperatures are running in the 60s in the back of the creeks, with temperatures running a little bit warmer on the main lake. Largemouth bass have been shallow in the back of the creeks following the shad. Bass have been hitting on spinnerbaits. Smallmouth bass are in the main lake points hitting on deep diving crankbaits. Crappie fishing should be heating up in the main tributary, so try fishing around cover and standing timbers using minnows and small jigs. On the Cumberland tailwater, water temperatures have been running in the mid-60s. A few nice trout have been caught on the tailwater the last few weeks, so try using small spoons and inline spinners to target them. Rainbow trout have recently been stocked in the following lakes: Burt T. Combs, Cannon Creek, and Wood Creek. In addition, trout have been stocked in Beaver Creek, Elk Springs Creek, and Clear Creek. These streams are all part of the seasonal catch and release program, so only artificial baits can be used and trout must be immediately released back into the streams. So good luck and good fishing.
Hi, this is Kevin Fry with your Eastern Fisheries Report. Last week, many streams, tailwaters, and lakes were stocked with trout. At Paintsville, in addition to stocking at the tailwater, there were 2,000 trout stocked in the lake near the marina and state park. Quite a few lakes having slow action and fishing reports, with the lower end of lakes completing fall turnover. Some of the recent rain days have had increased action with catfishing though. Jugs and rod and reel getting catfish in open water areas, cut bait 4 to 6 foot deep, and near shoreline areas at 4 foot or less. Some blue catfish mixed in catch at Dewey, Fish Trap, and Yatesville lakes. Crappie and sunfish reports have been sporadic, with one day being decent and next day being slow. Keeper fish have come from both shallow areas and coves and deeper along mud flats and break to channel. Smallmouth fishing in streams has been good, with fishing plastic Ned rigs, live bait, and small crankbaits. Largemouth bass action in reservoirs has been fair in shallow areas around brush with plastics and crankbaits. Open water areas having some topwater bait action or spinner baits for fish going after shad.
Hi, this is Eric Cummins with your Southwest Kentucky Fishing Report. Barren River Lake has turned over with the best fishing prospects in the upper sections of the lake that have been destratified the longest. The lake is dropping at about a half a foot a day for the winter drawdown and is already about 6 foot down. Bass have been good on topwaters, crankbaits, lipless to medium divers, and spinnerbaits. Crappie have been good in 10 to 20 foot of water on the main channel or creek channels on brush or structure. Green River Lake is still at summer pool, but the upper halves of the lake arms have turned over, and so the best fishing opportunity is there. Bass, again on topwaters, crankbaits, and on jigs. Crappie on the channel drops and brush piles, again in 10 to 20 foot of water. Muskie have been taking spinnerbaits, topwaters, and crankbaits, with some fish still being caught trolling. Green River is still a good opportunity for some bass and rock bass fishing on spinners, crankbaits, and topwaters from Greensburg down to Mammoth Cave National Park. Cumberland tailwater, good numbers of trout are still being taken on spinners and small crankbaits. This is a phenomenal time to fish topwaters in any water body from the river, ponds, to large lakes to take advantage of bass aggressively feeding during the fall. As always, good luck and good fishing. Be sure your life jacket's got your back.